Welcome back, children. So as I was telling you that we will go through digestion in man. Now the food that we eat has various components. Carbohydrates are there, fat is there, proteins are there, vitamins, minerals, roughage, so many things are there. Now these food stuff, these components or these nutrients are very complex in nature. So each of these has to be converted into simpler form. Then only the body will be able to absorb it and utilize it. So this process by which complex food is broken down into simpler absorbable form in the body is called as digestion. Now, the digestive system in man is very complex. Now remember, in man, digestion starts in the mouth and ends in the intestine. So we will go through part by part various ways of digestion. Now first, as I said, the first part is ingestion. Now what is this ingestion? Ingestion means the act of taking food inside your mouth. We do it with the help of our hand, right? So the act of taking the food in your mouth is called as ingestion. Now what happens when you take the food in your mouth? You start chewing it. For chewing, what you have? You have teeth. Now what are the various types of teeth you are having? Firstly, we have two sets of teeth. One is called as milk teeth. After we are born, a set of 20 teeth appears in our mouth. These are called as milk teeth or temporary teeth. By the time your age becomes 5, 6, 7, sometimes 8, these milk teeth falls and they are replaced by a set of permanent teeth. Now these permanent teeth are very important because it will remain with you till the end of our life. So we must take extra care for the well-being of these teeth because this will remain with us till the end of our life. So you have to take extra care, special care for keeping them intact without losing them. Because once you lose permanent teeth, it cannot be replaced by a new teeth. Right? So now we will come to the various types of teeth which are found in our mouth. There are 4 different types of teeth. That is permanent teeth. I am speaking of permanent teeth. First is incisors. Next is canine. Next is premolar. And then molar. Now if you see the structure of teeth in your mouth, you will find it can be divided into 2 halves. First half in the upper, and again in the lower. So this is your upper jaw. and this is your lower jaw. Right? So if you divide it into, it is divisible into two halves. Lower jaw into two halves, upper jaw into two halves. And each half has total 8 teeth. Right? Each half has 8 teeth. Same 8 teeth on the other half of lower jaw. Again, on one half of the upper jaw, 8 teeth. Again, on the other half of the upper jaw, 8 teeth. Means total 8 into 4, 32 teeth are there. Now, how are they present? First, incisors in each of these half, 2 incisors are there. Canine 1, 1 canine. Premolars 2 and molars 3. That means the first 2 are incisors. Next one is canine. Then 1, 2 again premolar, and the remaining 3 are molar. Right? So you can write ICPM. Incisor 2, canine 1, premolar 2, molar 3. ICPM 2, 1, 2, 3. This is called as the dental formula. Remember. Dental formula of man. That means each of these halves has these teeth in this number. Now what is the function of incisor? Incisor helps in biting. Right? As you take in food, you bite. You take a biscuit, you bite, you utilize your incisors, the front teeth. So incisor is mainly meant for biting the food. Next is canine, third one. First 2 are incisors, third one, canine. Canine is used for tearing the food. You must have seen that carnivorous animals, they are very big and sharp canine. Why? Because carnivorous animals, they tear flesh. They are all flesh eaters. They will have to tear the flesh. For tearing the flesh, they require very long and big canines. So for this reason, carnivorous animals, they have very long, sharp canines. They are very big and very, very strong. On the other hand, in case of herbivorous animals, they don't have canines. No presence of canines. There is a gap. Right? There is no canine. So there is a gap. And this gap is called as diastema, which you will read about in higher classes. So herbivores, they do not have canines. Canines are found in man because we are omnivores. And it is also found in carnivorous animals. Now next is premolar. What is the use of premolar? Premolar helps in breaking the food. Breaking the food. Right? Or cracking the food. That is the function of premolar. And at last is molar. Molar helps in grinding the food, turning the food into paste. So remember, each and every tooth has different function. You must remember the name of these various 4 types of teeth, the number and their function. So first is incisor, which are 2 in number in one half of the jaw. They are 2 in number. Their function is biting the food. Next is canine, 1 in number in one half of the jaw. Their function is to tear the food. Third is premolar, 2 in number, which is used for cracking or breaking the food. Fourth is molar, which are 3 in number. It's used for grinding or crushing the food and turning the food into paste. Right, children? So after ingesting the food, we chew the food thoroughly. This act of chewing is called as mastication. Masticating the food. Right, children? So again we'll continue tomorrow. Thank you.